just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away, and that's exactly what happened there.
They go play action. It's McNabb. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got time. Looking deep downfield. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. To get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Back to throw. A screen complete to Crowell. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Shipped together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, Quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive lineman won at the point of attack. They're leveled.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Their big-bodied receiver, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, McNair. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, 44 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll drop the throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football, and we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll look to throw here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And now here's a carry heading left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When I see Cameron Wake make plays like that, I can't help but shake my head sometimes. He had to go to Canada first before he came back to the NFL, or he's now an all-pro.
Yeah, undrafted out of Penn State, but look at him now.
And just think about all the pass-rushing moves he has, his ability to play against the run. Remember, he was a combo outside linebacker, defensive end. Now he's just simply one of the best in the NFL. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. They'll send Edelman in motion left. And they're going to go soft on the corners. McNair. They will find his man. That's Hogan complete. And a gain there of 11 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up those steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. On second down, McNair. Wide open, Julian Edelman. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver. Was drafted that way, and that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. C.J. Fedorowicz, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And yes, he found Torlolo. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Come on, let's go. Oh, he runs.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Bryant with a catch right side. A good pickup there at 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Crowell. And he stopped immediately there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
Here we go. 319. 319. Wofford.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's McNair. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first down, it's McNair. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, McNair. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Patriots a first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Flex round. Here we go. 1, 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Come on, let's go!
Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down following the run.
Here we go! 1, 9, 1.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Here we go! 38! 38!
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. Fresh set of downs here.
Come on, let's go! 38! Ohio! Flex round! Let's go! 1, 9, 1.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. From the gun, here's McNair. This will be caught at the 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Let's go! 1, 9, 1.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Tavon Austin taking it in. And the Patriots have moved out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Play clock winding down.
Go. 319. 319.
And they just did not get the snap away in time. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They'll set up a throw. A screen complete to Crowell. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Des Bryant, 61 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out come the Patriots. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Even score late in the fourth. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun, it's McNair. And this will be incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's third down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Here we go.
Now McNair. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go.
On second down, McNair. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Now McNair. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Here we go. What? None. What? None. Flick round. Flick round. Ohio.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Again, it's Crowell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So it'll be first down here after the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a first throw here in overtime. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 11 on the gain there. And that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first. They go play action here on first down. Deep drop. Bryant with a catch right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there in overtime. 43 yards. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Looks like clock's running down. They'll set up to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
You know, the key to a good screen.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And quickly they get to the line. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Des Bryant, the intended receiver, and it brings up 4th down. So they say forget the field goal and the lead. They're going for the win in OT here on 4th and goal.
Here we go.
Time running out here on the play clock. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
So they say forget the field goal and the lead. They're going for the win in OT here on 4th and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done. Now part 2. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll be 1st down, New England. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. McNair to throw. And he's got him over the middle. Fedorowicz. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
The gun. Here's McNair. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, it's McNair. He sets to fire deep. Oh, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And now did he step out of the end zone? He did. Oh, it's a safety, and the game is over. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did